Now, it's no secret that Marvel Rivals has favorites when it comes to getting legendary skins, with Luna Snow having 6 legendary skins and Jeff having 5 legendary skins, while there is characters like Hulk who has only 1 legendary skin, and then we have characters like Ultron who have 0 legendary skins. And with the amount of crazy comic book appearances and movie suits all these Marvel characters have, it's insane how we don't have more legendary skins, since there are some characters like Daredevil who still have 0 legendary skins, and a majority of other characters only have 1 legendary skin like Adam Warlock. So today I'm going to do what Marvel Rivals was always afraid to do and give everyone a legendary skin and explain what cool VFX you can give them, and also give some of the lore behind these iconic skins. Now, the first legendary skin we need to give out is definitely to the Hulk. He hasn't gotten a legendary since this game came out. It has been a running meme how Marvel Rivals just hates to give him any new skins in general. But personally, Hulk is one of my favorite Marvel heroes, so I know a couple of perfect Hulk designs that would make perfect sense for legendary skins in Marvel Rivals. So developers, take notes. I'm about to cook. The first thought that comes to my mind is the Immortal Hulk, the one who has access to the green door that they reference in this game, and is one of the strongest versions of Hulk, so it would make perfect sense to make this skin a legendary. And even though this Hulk design might look pretty standard for Hulk, with only really the face and hair changing from the base design, but the real main legendary aspect of the skin would be the Monster Hulk form, with this version of Monster Hulk being the Devil Hulk, who is bigger than the Hulk and completely changes appearance, with looking more like a brine dinosaur type of look, and just straight up looking pretty creepy and evil, which is pretty much the vibe of this Immortal Hulk since it's a horror comic. But if you don't want to do a horror skin, you could give us the Gladiator fit from Ragnarok, or other comic appearances like Venomized Hulk, Infernal Hulk, which would be cool to add to VFX, and maybe Scar, son of Hulk, who has a more primal outfit with these tribal tattoos and has swords on his back, which look really cool overall and would be perfect for a legendary skin. But there is so many options to choose from, it just makes it even more crazy that we don't have more Hulk skins in general. But before we talk about other heroes getting legendary skins, don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button. It helps out this channel a lot. And if you're on mobile, hit that hype button. But let's move on to a character who is in desperate need of a legendary skin, Ultron. And I think the obvious answer is just give him his classic outfit, the one you see in all the animated shows and the one from the iconic Age of Ultron comic. It just has so much aura, it makes no sense why they haven't already added to the game. But if you want to do something a little more crazy, you can go with the Pimtron, which is when Ultron fuses with Hank Pym Ant-Man and gives him this creepy half man half machine vibe. Next we have Daredevil, who's currently a hero in the game who has yet to get a legendary skin, and honestly the 2099 skin could have definitely been deserving of the legendary status, and here we are and he still has no legendary skins. Now for me, I want to give Daredevil the Loki treatment by making his legendary gender bend him, and that gender bend would of course be Elektra Daredevil, which is the version of Elektra who takes on the mantle of Daredevil and gets this super sick outfit with this aura farming scarf. And even though she doesn't have this blind sense like Daredevil does, since the skin's coolness factor overrides common sense. As well, you can make the skin change the voice of the character just like how they did with Lady Loki, and just making the skin Elektra's version of Daredevil would be no question worthy of legendary status. Alright, now time to do a rapid fire round on some legendary skins that are pretty obvious to be added into Marvel Rivals. First off, Luna Snow now having her OG high-tech suit is kind of crazy since of how many legendaries she has, and making her first appearance suit legendary is just a no-brainer. Next up, for Adam Warlock, I think the Infinity Gauntlet outfit would be perfect, plus it's a 2-in-1. You're both getting the Infinity Gauntlet outfit and you're getting his OG comic book suit. Next we have Black Panther, with his legendary being the outfit he wears in the 2023 comic that almost looks like a ninja Black Panther, with these cool knives strapped to his chest, this shoulder pad, and this cool brown cape, which all looks super cool. Plus he actually has a spear in this comic, so you can make the spear effects actual spears in game, since in the comic he actually uses the spears. For Black Widow, give us the Yelena comic version where she has these cool goggles that make her truly look like a widow. And for the Guardians group in general, we need their looks from the MCU, since even though we got the blue suits from Guardians 3, I think we can all agree their first appearance suits are way more iconic, with Rocket's original jumpsuit and Star-Lord's more casual outfits. And that goes for all the Guardians. For Deadpool, I think we definitely need to lean into the gender bend aspect for him as well, by either giving him Gwenpool or Lady Deadpool as skins. Personally, I would prefer Gwenpool because she is more cooler in my opinion and feels more distinct than his usual outfits, so I would love to see Gwenpool in the game. For Magic, we definitely need the Anya Taylor-Joy skin from New Mutants. Like, I know no one has seen this movie, but it's just such a cool look, and me and a lot of other Magic fans would love to see this more casual outfit in the game. And then there's a lot of iconic characters in this game who just need their original comic skins that would definitely be worthy of legendary status because of how iconic they are and just how cool they are in general. Like Spider-Man's classic suit, which we got so close to getting his classic suit suit with the pixel skin, but people really don't like this pixelated effect. So people are still yearning for the OG sense of how just iconic it is, as well as there's other characters whose OG suits are so iconic, like Doctor Strange, Hawkeye, Spider-Verse Penny, 90s Magneto, OG Punisher, OG Moon Knight, 90s Iron Man, OG Blade, OG Cloak and Dagger skin would all be worthy of legendary status since of how clean looking they are, and a lot of people have been asking for them since they're kind of just the most famous versions of these characters in history. So Marvel Rivals need to hurry up and drop these OG legendaries. But moving on to a character who I think would be easy to give a legendary skin to, we have Namor, with giving him a skin that matches his modern day king look with this black cape and these black scale shoulder pads around his arms, which looks pretty sick and would definitely be easily worthy of legendary. Then we have Squirrel Girl. I would just personally give her a swimsuit skin because I don't even know what you even do with a Squirrel Girl skin. Maybe you can just give her an OG outfit with a leotard. That could work as well. For Captain America, I would either go with the Isaiah Bradley skin or go with the Sam Wilson Captain America skin, which would definitely be worthy of legendary status. Next, for Iron Fist, it's always been so easy to decide what skin needs to be a legendary, that being his OG Danny Rand Iron Fist outfits. It's the most iconic version of Iron Fist. We still have not yet gotten it till this day, even though people have been asking for this skin since day one. And for the Fantastic Four, I think we honestly need another team outfits, and I think a group astronaut outfits would kind of be cool to see. I know that might feel out of place for Marvel Rivals, but they got their powers in astronaut suits, so why not give them astronaut suit skins? And maybe each color of the astronaut suit could be a different color to represent their powers. Maybe, you know, red for Human Torch, blue for Mr. Fantastic, white for Invisible Woman, and orange for the Thing. For Scarlet Witch, I think a gender bend turning her into Wiccan, the son that she created with her magical powers, would be so cool to see, since he is just supposed to be the male version of Scarlet Witch. Also, I think we just need skins that turn women into men, and not only just the other way around. For Thor, I think you have to go with the Beta Ray Bill skin. It just makes so much sense, and also you can give him different voice lines, and I know a lot of people would love to have Beta Ray Bill as his own character, but their powers are very similar. I don't know how you just don't make this a skin. Next, for Rogue, I think I kind of want to give her a She-Hulk skin. Now, I know it really doesn't make much sense, but I saw this mod that just changes Rogue's skin to green, and you cannot tell me she doesn't look like She-Hulk. She has the same body and stature. It just makes too much sense for her not to get a She-Hulk skin when they look this much alike. Or if you really want to just make $1 billion, just release the Goth Rogue skin. Then we have some of the other X-Men who definitely need some of their OG suits, like Storm's OG suits, Emma Frost's OG white outfits, Phoenix getting her classic Jean Grey X-Men outfits, and Wolverine getting his brown suits. But for other X-Men like Psylocke and Gambit, we kind of have their OG looks, so let's give Gambit his Herald of Galactus look from the comics, and Psylocke her Betty Knight armor, the time where Psylocke becomes the hero known as Captain Britain. It's a long story to explain how she gets there, but she gets there. Now we have the last few, with Elsa Bloodstone being first, needing OG suits, and the reason why I'm giving her OG outfits is because honestly, she doesn't really have too many other designs, so there's not really much to choose from. Same thing with White Fox, she doesn't really have that many outfits, so let's just give her an OG tech suit that she has in the comics as her legendary skin. For Hela and Loki, I would definitely give them their clean black MCU outfits that they have in Ragnarok. Now for everyone's favorite Jeff the Landshark, I want to give him the Thor outfit he dreams in his comics. And for the last two characters, we are starting off with Winter Soldier, who we definitely need his MCU look, with his full black outfit with the black eyeliner that puts it all together. This is just one of the most toughest designs in movie history. It's hard to not add this to this game, and if they could incorporate him catching Cap's shield into an emote, that would also be so cool as well. And finally, for the last character, we have Venom. Now my personal pick would be to give him this all new gold Venom look, which is super tough, but if you wanted to go with a more out there look, you can go with a new Venom suit where it looks like Venom is wearing Spider-Man suit, which also looks super cool. But let me know what legendary skin out of all of these you would love to see most added into this game down in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and YouTube told me you would like this video on screen, so go watch it. And I hope to see you guys next time. Later, hater. Peace.